the Indiana Pacers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now, here's Lillard. And the layup is good. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Outside Turner. Misses in close. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Lillard looking around. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Antetokounmpo, no good. And it's Indiana's ball. Poked loose. Antetokounmpo with the steal to the middle. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Back to Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Back to Siakam. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Kuzma outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Back to Giannis. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 5.
And Lillard can knock these things down in his sleep. He makes it look so easy.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
There's a screen by Toppin. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Bucks leading by 4 to the inside. Here's Sims. Siakam pulls it in.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Porter. Down low. Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Pass to Toppin. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4. And here's Porter. Scoreless thus far. Now, here's Trent. Back to Porter. They kick it out to Green. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-bat call here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton. So it's the Bucks now. They lead by 4. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Pass to Toppin. Yes, that goes in.
Toppin not letting the defense hold him back.
Bucks leading by 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Portis the screen. Giannis drives in. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
There's a screen by Bryant. Halliburton for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Portis the screen. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 on the clock. Porter outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game.
and the next one puts them in the bonus.
So both teams making some changes here. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Got a piece of it. Mathurin with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Back to Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent with it. Emard covering. Lock at 6. Back to Trent. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Trent got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Turner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got 6 points.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Lillard with it. He has 7. Here's McConnell. And it's all evened up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Prince looking around. Back to Lopez. To the paint. Here's Prince. Still without a basket. Here's Lillard. And he overshot that one, missing. Pass to Nesmith. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. On offense, here are the Bucks. Now Lillard. Here's Prince. Nesmith covering. Here's Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. He has 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks ahead, up 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton outside. Turner. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you can make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Here's Kuzma. And the Bucks miss again. Pacers trail by 5. Right wing. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got his first points in this one.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. To the inside. Here's Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to Nesmith. 6 to shoot. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 8.
Putting on the hard hat there. Give Turner credit for staying locked in on capitalizing no matter what.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 5 points in the game. Prince outside. Pass to Lillard. Here's the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And here are the Pacers now. Trailing by 2. Nembhard with it. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Lillard. Here's Kuzma. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Siakam misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From the baseline. Nembhard grabs the board. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. For the lead, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. By himself. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. You get out in transition there.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
He hits both from the stripe. Milwaukee in the lead. .103 left here in the third quarter. And here's Prince outside. Pacers with the rebound. And here is Toppin. 6 points for him. For the tie. Good on the jump shot. Siakam's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Portis the screen. Knocks it loose. And stolen by McConnell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They now take the lead.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Lillard with it. He has 7. Prince outside. Back to Lillard. Over McConnell. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back right after this.
Your Bucks. The Pacers.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's Trent on the wing. And the three off target. Here's Mathurin. A rebound by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hands on Benedict Mathurin. That's good from Green. And both free throws good for Green.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bryant's a tough guard when he gets outside of the key. He's got great touch.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bucks.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
When he's gone, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
Halliburton for 3. Green with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Portis. Back to Green. To the paint. Porter, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to Trent. Over Halliburton. Can't cash in from the left block. Indiana trailing here. For the 3. Indiana moving the ball around. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Portis. Right side Porter. Stolen by McConnell. Driving inside. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And how used to the dunk is Obi Toppin. He had 190 in his 2 years in college. That's a ridiculous number.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Halliburton for 3. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Prince in the post. Turner with the steal. Halliburton for 3. That shot off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Lillard from outside. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pacers trail by 5. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Now Lillard. And a missed layup.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Lillard outside. To the inside. And to Kumbo. That shot off. Good D by Siakam. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Nails the triple.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Driving the lane. Count it.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle.